Welcome back to part 2 of the Tamiya Bristol Beaufighter kit build. Part 3 will be this evening at 8 p.m. Anyway, let's set the camera up so we can see what we're doing. Can you see right there? No, probably not. Hang on. Right. Is that a bit better? Or no? Is that better? Is that better? Jake, hello mate, you right? Is the camera good? Is it crap? Is it good? Let's just adjust the quality. Sorry folks, we're having camera issues at the minute. Is that all right? Can you see okay, folks? Right, I think we'll go with that. Right, so what we're doing today, this is part 2. Part 3 will be later on today. Excellent, thank you, Jake. Right, okay, so what we've done earlier is we've put the 2 pilots in. I've given them initial paint, as you can see. So this is the pilot and this is the gunner or navigator. I'm not sure which at the moment. So what we're going to do now, we're building a Tamiya, which is the kit, the name of the kit. It's called a Bristol Beaufighter, which is a World War II aircraft. And they were based locally here in Cornwall at RAF Portreath. So this kit is being built in honour of the crews that didn't actually make it back during the war. Right, now, what we're going to do now today is we're going to assemble the fuselage, which is the main body of the aircraft. We did this in our last stream we did, and I've just put these men in. So let's see what else we've got to do. So we need some more components. So I don't think that is it at the minute, so we'll drop that there. So we'll just get the box. Hopefully everything else doesn't crash down. Right, so that's the part we'll be needing. We won't be needing that, and I don't think we'll be needing that right now. So we'll leave that up there. Okay, so now I believe that does look like the, yes it is, right, okay. There we are. So we'll just drop that there a minute. So let's see if I can get you all. So we'll just snip off a little bit of flashing there and a little bit of flashing there. So we should be needing that and that. So what we're doing now is we'll just cut off this little bit of excess there. A little bit there. Always protect your knife, folks, because you don't want to cut yourself, because it would be bad news. So we just get rid of the worst bit there. So I think that's pretty much okay. So now what we'll do is attach. Let's have a look there a minute. So this goes on the end. Let's have a look. Let's make sure we get this right. Yeah, that looks good. Yep. So what we're using as cement, folks, is the old classic Tamiya cement, which is very reliable stuff, very good, dries very quickly, so you don't need much, just a little dab along there like that. There you are. Put the lid back on. Let's make sure the lid is on, and then put this into position just like that. There we are. That was easy, wasn't it? So that's the end bit there, as you can see. So I'm very pleased with that. That was quick and easy. So now we need some other components. So what are they? A10. A10. Where is A10? Don't see it at the moment. A10. Oh dear. No, it's not standing out at the moment, unfortunately. It's not on there, so it's got to be on here somewhere. What is it again? Yeah, it's A10. Right. Don't see it. Ah, it's over there. Right, we found it. We found it, folks. There it is. Right, so here we are. There's A10. So we'll just snip these off. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Right, okay. God knows where that went. There's another bit gone flying. I don't know where that went. We'll find it eventually. Right, let's trim this bit off here. There we are. There we go. A little bit more there. There we are. So I just need to snip. There we go. I think that's all right. So I just need to shave a bit more off there a minute. There we go. And we've got a little bit of flashing there. Right, there we go. Stick the lid back on that. So I think from now on, we're going to be building 148 scale kits, because the detail is so much more superior than the other ones that we've looked at. Right, so now okay, so it looks like that goes in there, in there, and in. Oh, that's got to take a little bit more of that off. Right, there we go. Okay. There we are. Perfect. So we can glue that straight in now. So I don't need a lot of glue, it's just a wee dab there and a little bit there. So it gives you a couple of seconds fumble time. There we are. And there you go. Come on. There you are. So I think what we could do is put a little dab in there as well. There we go. Right, so that bit is now in. I don't know if you can see it or no, folks. There you go. I think that's a ventilation system or something, or it can't be exhaust because obviously the engines are not in this bit. So yeah, that is. So I think what we can do is we can actually take the sides of the aircraft out of the mold here now. So one there, one there, one there, one there, and again 1, 2, 3, and we're out. There we are. Right, so we've got a little bit of flash to take off there, so we'll start doing that. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That's that bit. So a little bit of there. It's not a lot, it's just, whoops. Took a bit more than I should have done there, but we'll have to sort that out with some filler. We've got some model filler here. There we are. And on top, got a little bit there. Nothing to go crying about, but yeah, that's good. Okay, that one's ready. So we mustn't put a lot of effort into that because obviously it digs into the kit, which we don't want to do that. Right, there we go. And there we go. And we've got a little bit here. There we are. There's probably just a little bit of a shave there. There we go. Oh, and a bit on top there. There we are. Right, put the knife away. And we might need to sand that a little bit. Just, I think we use the other one. So I hope everybody's battened down for this storm coming in. We've got a big storm coming over. I think it's probably come from the States or somewhere like that. Right, there we go. Let's brush all this off. Right, so what else have we got to put in? A29, so what's that then? Well, it's 29, isn't it? 29, there we go. We've got 29. I'm not really sure where that goes. at the moment, but we'll get it out anyway. There we go. Let's put that there. Then we've got a base plate. What number is that? A6. There it is. Right. Looks terribly fiddly. There we go. Right. Okay. Whoops. So we've got a little bit of. Are they meant to come off as well? So we'll look. Where's that plate to? Yeah, they are. Yeah, these come off. So these little bits of flash. There we go. One there. One there. So I think we've got to use the old blade again to get these little bit of flashing on here, folks. Don't know if you can see this very clear. It's a bit awkward filming and trying to get this done. So there we are. The bit's off. Oh shit! Sorry. Right. Okay. Right, that's that bit off, and that bit, and that bit. There we go. So we've got a little bit of, a tiny little bit of sanding there, not a lot. So there we go. Don't want to take too much. And there we go. Hello, Chris. You all right, mate? So we're just following on from part 1 of the Bristol Beaufighter kit build. And we'll be doing part 3 later this evening. I've already said that we're going to be doing a live stream this evening, which we will be. I just thought I'd get this advanced a bit, so we get to the stage where this fuselage is all together, basically. Right now, just to recap. So we put the aircrew in, pilot, I've painted him, and we've got the gunner or navigator in. We've just put this end piece in, and we've put this pipework in. So we're just getting to the stage where we're almost ready to put all of this bit together. So it should be good. Now I need to figure out where this bit goes, because it's not very obvious at the moment. There's a bit of flash on that, so we need to take that off. So this might be a bit awkward, this bit, but we'll get there, folks. So as you can see, I've got the tweezers, got the part in question. There's a little bit of flash there. I don't know if you can see this or no. There's a little bit of flash right there. So we need to take that off. So we'll just get that done. Yep, we got it. Brilliant. Okay, right, so where does that go? Where does it go? It looks like it goes up there. Oh, it goes there, look. Oh my God, Lord. That's... Okay, we just figured out where this goes. This little instrument panel here, it goes, don't know if you can see it, there's a little groove right there. So we can put that straight there, folks. We don't need a lot of glue for that. It's just basically a tiny little dab like that, and then it'll be quick before it starts drying. Let's try and get this on camera. Oops, so it goes in there like that. Oops, this is Extremely fiddly. Okay, got it. It's there, folks. Don't know if you can see that. There it is, right there. I'll just point to it. Right there, folks. So it's in position. That's amazing. So we've got that done. So just do that up a minute because I don't want that going everywhere. I checked earlier, Chris, and it's in Plymouth. Oh yeah, it's in. I checked as well, and it did say that it's in Plymouth. So, but if we don't get it today, then we'll get it tomorrow. So thank you for that, mate. That's brilliant. We're looking forward to getting to grips with that one. Right, now, what is next? What is next now? I'm going to read the instructions. I got the instructions right here, folks. So we're just taking our time. Right, okay. So it looks like this bit here is ready now. So where does that looks confusing. So does that? Oh yeah, it goes there like that. Oh, looks like it does. So just roughly assembling this just to see, just to make sure I get this right. Okay. Right. I don't know if it's meant to go that way, isn't it? Ah, there we go. We got it right. There we are. Right, folks. So this little panel here, which is almost like a Bombay door, it actually goes in there like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll cement that part in there now. Yes, it is, Chris. As I said on the previous live stream, the reason I'm building this is basically there's a World War II airfield near us. It's RAF Portreif or Nanskuk, and these aircraft were actually based there. So I'm building this in honor of the aircrew that were based there and didn't make it back, because apparently there were quite a few that did not make it back. So this is built in their honor, basically. Right, so I've just figured out where that goes. So there's another component that we've not put in. A6. Where is A6? 4. 5. Doesn't look like it's on that, so I think we might be lucky enough to avoid putting that bit in straight away, hopefully. So, yeah, there's actually a different option there. I've got a different base that I can put in there. So what one shall I do? Yes, they were a night fighter as well, and torpedo. That is correct, Chris. Very nice aircraft. I just like them a lot. And as I said earlier, this scale, which is 148, this is the scale that we're going to be doing quite a bit of, because I've still got this aircraft here to finish off, which I've just stalled on this one at the moment. So we'll get finishing that one. That one's a 148 as well. But we got quite a lot of 172 to build as well later on. We've got the, where is it to? It's up above on the big shelf there at the minute. I'll dig that one out. Right. So what are we going to do? We're going to go with that one, I think. So just make sure I get this right first time. It's always best to pre-assemble before you cement, because once you've cemented, it's very difficult to sort your mistake out. Right, so put a bit there, bit there. Right, there we go. Let's put this piece in now. Actually, we need a little bit more glue there. Just a little bit more. There we are. There we go. That bit is now in. Can you see that, folks? That bit's now in. So I'm going to leave that just dry off a little bit. So now we can think about the air crew. That does look very good. It's not glued in yet, folks, but that looks all right, actually. I'm quite impressed with that. Yeah, so we need to I'm going to be buying a Junkers Ju-88 very soon. It's not a well-known company. I think it's an unusual company that's manufactured it. Something about the Ju-88, I just love it. Yeah, I've got a few to get on top of, but I want to get this one done first, and then we'll assess your one once we've received it, and then we'll get that one, make a start before Christmas anyway with your kit, Chris. So that should be really good. This looks actually really nice. I'm quite impressed with this, you know. Yeah. Right, so let's take that out and put that there. Now, don't know, best to paint the inside a little bit, so it wouldn't hurt, because this kit you can actually see everything, so yeah. Yes, it does say to paint it there, so I don't know if that green is okay or what. What other paints have we got? Not really good. So we're going to paint the inside a little bit now. We're going to use this green. It does look good. I can always, the camouflage part, I'm thinking about doing an unusual scheme, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get painting, folks. Because most aircraft, when you look inside, it's usually a green color. what they use for the insides of aircraft. They've used this very, very long time. Yeah, that's true, Chris. Yeah. So what we'll do is just do a light wash of the paints, because I don't want to go mad with this. Spread it out as far as we can. There we are. There, that's looking right, actually. I'm impressed. Yeah. Hello, Adrian. You're right. Just recapping what we're doing. We're just carrying on a little bit with this kit. Tonight we're going to do part 3 at 8 o'clock. Yeah, it does take a long time, Chris. Yeah. So yeah, I thought we'd get on with this a bit now, because I only want to do an hour later on tonight. So if I can just do some prep work now, obviously you guys are here now with me, but and then later on we'll have a chat of what me and Adam from Two Wheel Exploration have been up to, because we've been out today. Unfortunately, we couldn't really film a great lot because the weather was pants. We did get the drone up. We're actually researching the crash site of a Spitfire, which basically I'll give you a bit of a sneak preview. He was based at RAF St Evell, which is near Newquay, and this was 1940, and he was low on fuel, and he got disorientated, and he radioed to the local airfields, RAF Patrice and what have you, and before he had a chance to put down, he crashed in a field just outside of RAF Patrice, and he was killed there. So me and Adam were searching the location. We've pretty much got a good idea of where the aircraft crashed down, but unfortunately the landowner, we did speak to the landowner, and he didn't want us to go there because he's got animals on site, horses, and they're a bit skitty, and he was thinking about if anything happened to us, he'd be liable, sort of thing. And so we didn't actually gain access to the site, but he did allow us to fly our drone over, which we did. So Adam's got that footage, and Adam will be putting together a short video about this pilot. We wanted to go there to basically give our respects to the pilot, because obviously he died on site. So, it is quite a sad spot and a poignant spot, basically. So we wanted to mark it. I'm pretty convinced that I'm the only drone pilot that's ever flown in that area. I'm convinced of it. Right. Yeah. It is very interesting, Chris. Something that me and Adam are very interested in. Obviously, I know I do paranormal, but I'm not going to be doing anything like that around there, because I just don't. I think it's disrespectful. So we won't be doing anything of that. Right, let's get the brush cover back on. There we are. So just giving you a look of what I've just done. It's not pretty, but it's drying at the moment, but once it's put together, it'll just, because obviously inside aircraft, this is the color they would have been painted, well, are painted. Even aircraft today are painted these colors, so it's something that's been carried on. I have, Chris, yes. We actually know the owner, and we're going to be going up there next year, I believe, now, because I was meant to be doing a paranormal evening with Dark Angel Paranormal, but it was called off for various reasons. I don't know, but yeah. So we are on the cards to go there. Thing is, if I do go there with the paranormal group, then I'm going to be fascinated with what's there, because obviously this is something that we're very interested in and very passionate about. So I should be quite interested in exhibits, not just the paranormal stuff, apparently, you know. Right, now we've got that painted, we've got that floor in, we're almost ready to put it together. So I think, not sure what colour that's meant to be. Bit limited on what paints we've got, folks. So we've got loads of this green, but I don't want to do everything in the green. Now we've got the pilots done. Yeah, this paint is quite nice, actually. I bought that on eBay recently. I do need to get some more colours. I think the next aircraft we do, we're going to go into detailing in the inside a little bit more, because at the minute I can't really detail this to what I would like because of the limited paints that we've got. Let's have a little look what we've got here. So we've got some black, but that's not really let's have a look at this one minute. This is a really old tin, so I don't know if it's any good still. Doesn't look great, but we'll try our best. So let's do a bit of detailing, folks. Yeah, my mate Adam used to do reenactments, and he used to go up there quite often. And yeah, they're a nice couple. I'm friends with them on Facebook, I believe. Oh, bugger, I made a balls up there. Don't think this is meant to be red, but it'll just stand out. It'll give the model that little bit of extra Shazam, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing, am I? Just waiting for that paint to dry at the minute. Yeah, we've been to Davidstow Airfield quite a bit. We went with our little bike when we first got it. And we drove all the way up from down here, which is a little bit of a trek. A lot of people don't realise how big Cornwall is. Cornwall is a big place. It's amazing. Because we're down here all the time, we kind of take it for granted, Cornwall, because obviously there's a lot of folk that do come down. Right, there we go. I think that's all right. Is there any more detailing in red I can do? Maybe those little bits of instruments there, I might just pick them out. Not the best, but it'll do. That'll do. I might just do a little bit of, put a little bit of red on there, and maybe a little bit there. There we are, folks. I think that's all right. So I've owned this tin of paint for 15 years. I can't believe how long I've had that. Crazy. And yet still good. Amazing stuff. Right. Now then. I think we need to clean that brush with some thinners. I think I'm going to have to leave that for a minute, unfortunately. Right, so what I've just done is detailed a little bit in there, detailed a little bit in there. It's just to give it that extra bit of Shazam, if you know what I mean, folks. So we're going to leave that dry now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because this is going to be a peg now, because it's oil based, isn't it? Let's have a look. Enamel paint. Yeah, that might be a pain to clean this brush out. This brush is going to be sacrificial now. Oh dear. Which is not ideal, but you know, we've got more than one brush anyway, so that's all good. Just get the worst of it off. That's what I can do, really. I need to get some Tamiya thinners, so we'll definitely get some of that in a short bit of time. Right, there we go. We've protected the brush, so we're all good. Right, I think we're almost ready to put this together. So the paint is not quite dry at the moment. Yes, he is passionate about the museum, Chris. Yeah, it did come across, and you know, it's just nice that the passion is there, because you know, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a part of history, World War II and World War One. And me and Adam have been out there really documenting quite a bit of late. So the thing is, we're trying to document as much as we can, because eventually one day these places will be in such a bad condition that you won't be able to recognize what is there. Yeah, this is the trouble with the Humbrol paints. After a while they do get very crusty, and you know, this one I've had for years. I think it's just about okay still. I do have some others here. I don't know how many I've got actually. I've got more than one. Now, these ones here, obviously I do model railway as well. These are precision paints, and I bought these in the Kerner Model Railway Centre, and this one here is GWR Stone number 3 matte. This one here is Light Rust matte, and this one here is Track Dirt. You can see I've had it that long. The label's faded. And then we've got this one here, which is a Humbrol. It's battleship color, I think it is. You know, doesn't actually say what it is, but yeah, we've had these for years and years and years. So, you know, hopefully I'll get them used up before too long. So I think, to be honest, these ones here, the nicer ones, which I like these ones. So we're going to get a load of these Tamiya paints. I think with these, we'll put these up here so we can see them, and then if we see them, we'll get them used up, basically. There we go. Right, so we're waiting for paint to dry, folks. Yes, Chris, there's so much air crews that did crash, that, like RAF Portreif, our local airfield, there's quite a few aircraft ditched in the sea over there. And a few years ago, I was talking to a local chap recently, and he said that in the 70s, him and a couple of others actually salvaged a propeller from an aircraft from the war. So we don't really know what is out there, do we, folks? It's like, well, I flew the drone around there and I seen things in the sea. I thought, oh, what's that? But I didn't want to just do the drone flight just searching for that, because it would take it away from the video. But I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only drone pilot that's flown around there. So I think everybody's scared off because of RAF Portreif, but it's the airfield is not active. It's just the airspace above the airfield that is controlled, so I can go right up to it. You're in the workshop, Chris. Yeah, I'm in my office here. But yeah, so we're getting close to the stage of getting this together now. So just going to do a pre-assemble, I think. So I think that's pretty much dry now. So let's just do a oops. Let's get this roughly in the right shot. Just doing a pre-assemble in a minute just to see what we've got. Can we actually get this together without making a complete... Oh, I've got to go farther forward. There we go. No, Chris, we've still got it, and it's on the back burner at the moment. But I do fully intend to commence the restoration with that next year. I can weld. I'm not the best of welders, to be honest, but my mate Chris initially is going to be the one that welds that. It's not a lot of welding, to be honest. It's the doors. The two doors have got holes in the top. It's nothing serious, but Chris wants to... my mate Chris Chris Cook, he's the welder, and he wants to basically take the doors off, take all the door cards out, and weld bits of metal in. But I was getting anxious, and I thought, oh, we'll just stick some filler in it. But I thought, well, no, we'll wait and we'll get it welded properly, so that will prolong the life of it, because that is going to be my mobile HQ once that's all sorted. Because we've got a well, we've got this device here that I'll quickly show you. We'll have to drop the aircraft, because I want to put solar panels on it, and I've got all the charge controller and all that jazz. This thing here we're going to use for the internet. It's a EE Osprey Mini Wi-Fi hotspot, basically. So I've got to get a contract with them, unlimited, so we can use it as much as we like. So we can do live streams at locations and stuff, so on and so forth. which I think will be brilliant. So yeah, we still got the Roma home. My mates David and Chris were saying that we ought to really get the Roma home pod off the back of the van to assess how much there is there, and several other people were saying that it would be a good idea to take it off to have a look at if there's any corrosion. If there isn't, then just to wax oil the whole chassis. But it's a lot of work to do that, I think, because it's missing the legs, the stilts that the Roma home, you could take it off basically. I don't really want to take that off, but I can see that we're going to have to basically to assess how much corrosion there is, because I don't want to get rid of that. I am going to keep it. So I think it's probably in my interest to take the back off and just have an assessment to see if there is any corrosion there, and just to potentially future proof it, because it's going to be a godsend, that vehicle, for the YouTube channel. It really is. Right, so I'm going to put a bit of glue down in there, a bit down there, a little bit in there, just a dab there, and I think I'll put a dab in there. So just get this bit prepped. Right. Yeah, somebody did offer me a stupid amount of money for the Roma home, but I thought if I sell it, I will regret it. So I'm not going to sell it. Oh, right, that'll be good, Chris. Yeah, if you don't want them, I'll quite happy to give you something for them. Right, here we are. So let's just cement the rest of this together. Oh, I've done that up, didn't I? Twit. Yeah, I got some friends up in Swindon, and they've said they've got a few parts, because when it was last on the road, we had an advisory about the suspension at the back, the leaf springs, the bushes. So I need to source some brand new bushes, or even some leaf springs. I don't really know what to do about that at the moment, but yeah, she's definitely going back on the road anyway. But it's going to take a little bit of time to address everything. Basically, I'm going to get a brand new set of tires. I'm going to get a full service kit for it, because it hasn't been serviced for a long time. The engine is sweet, absolutely sweet as a nut. Yeah, so she's definitely a keeper. Yeah, that'd be cool, Chris. We'll talk some more on that, but obviously at the moment she's in the garage, sleepeth. At least she's undercover. That's the main thing. So I wouldn't want to leave her outside. We did have a leak in the skylights, so before we put her back in the garage, or put her in the garage, we actually took the skylights to bits and put some Sikaflex in the bits that were leaking, and she's dry. Yeah, this is the trouble with vans like that. The parts are difficult to get hold of, and um, Bedford, because obviously the Daihatsu is basically a copy of the Bedford van, isn't it, really? I did have a little Daihatsu van ages back, and I sold it. I wish I kept it, but I'm fairly convinced that we can get the parts that we need. I'm thinking about there's no air filter on the engine on the carburetor, so I'm going to get a K&N to go on that. I think that'll be quite good. Right, so this fuselage is now together, folks. I've got to leave it dry now because obviously inside is still a little bit wet, but we're all glued up. We've got underneath all done there now. So that's it for this video. I will be back this evening. I think what we'll do this evening is we'll paint this green, and we'll do a little bit more. We won't put any glazing in. We'll probably put the tail rudder on later. We'll put the nose cap on later. I think, to be honest, we're going to use the that one there, which is the World War II version. Oh yeah, we'll check that, Chris. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think a little blessing in disguise is the van is in the garage, so it is protected from the elements. I did have it out in the road, or not out in the road, but on my private bit of land we've got. So, but I think, to be honest, because obviously we live in the southwest of England, and we do get salty sea air, which does not favour very good for older and vintage vehicles. So that's why she's in the garage, to protect her, because otherwise she would have dissolved away by now. So yeah. Anyway, we'll be back at 8 p.m. on the dot. So if you want to join us then for a chat and follow on this model kit build, then please do so. Anyway, I'll speak to you again, and cheers and gone, everyone. Till next time. Bye.